It's for all the whites, blacks, Puerto Ricans, Asians, China, Haitians, whatever ethnicity you are. This for you, Jews, everybody on this earth right now. Whoever gets this message, this is for you. You know what I mean? I want to start off by saying, I'm not a Christian. I'm not a Muslim. I'm not a Jehovah's Witness. I'm not a Buddhist. I'm none of that. I'm just a man of God. So today, I don't go to church. I don't read the Bible as much as everybody do. So I'm not a Bible head like that. But I have read the Bible. Okay? So today, I'm normally at home, so I'm going to come to y'all comfort zone. And this for the people who say they believe in God. This for the people who say they believe in God and everything that God stands for, who quote scriptures and say that God is this and God is that. Well, I'm here to tell y'all the truth about God. So I got to come to y'all home court today. I'm on the road. I'm taking my game to the road. I'm taking my talents to the world today. Okay? And I'm coming with y'all. Here go my word. Here go my Bible. Whatever you want to call it. The gospel. Here you go right here in my hand. So you know I ain't making this stuff up right here. Okay? I got 3 scriptures that I want y'all to hear. And I want y'all to understand that some people not going to tell y'all, or they're not going to tell you the truth. And they're going to say, and because we've made this fictional person of who God is and what good and evil is, and we put that in our mind, but we need to understand our thoughts are not God's thoughts. Our ways are not God's ways. What we think is good is bad. What we think is bad is good. We don't know. Only God knows. And our mind is so futile. We think we know it all, but we don't. Our mind is so futile and so lost. And you can tell by the climate that we live in, everybody is really lost right now. Nobody got a lost of words. But it's going to hit some people right now. Here we go. The first verse that I'm going to give y'all is right here. Isaiah 45:7. And this is in the Old Testament. Here we go. I form the light and I create darkness. I form the light. Pay attention to that word. And I create darkness. I make peace. I make peace. Pay attention to that word, peace. I make peace and I create evil. Evil. I make peace and I create evil. Now you take that word evil, E-V-I-L. You turn it around. It spells live. I create peace and I create evil. Now, what y'all think is evil, God has created. What y'all think is good, God has created. I, the Lord, do all these things. Well, some people going to be like, well, Cruiser, man, that's the old God. That's the Old Testament. I got something for y'all. Here we go. We're going to take it to the New Testament right here. Think not. Matthew 10:34-6. Go look it up. If you think I'm lying, everybody, I'm reading these scriptures out to y'all. Go look it up. Matthew 10:34-36. The New Testament. Because y'all going to be like, oh God, that's the old God. This the New Testament. Think not that I come to send peace on earth. Think not that I come to send peace on earth. Now the word earth. If you turn it the word earth around, E-A-R-T-H, earth, spells heart. Flip it around, it's spelled heart. Take the word earth, it's called heart. We don't have no peace in our heart. Never. Okay, so think not that I come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. What do you do with a sword? Somebody tell me. When you take a sword, you divide. You slice up. You don't play with no sword. It's called a Ginsu sword for a reason. Whatever you slice is cut in half. Think not that I come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I came to set man against his father. Pay attention, man, because we are all man. I came to set man against his father, and daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and man's enemies shall be of that of his own household. So your main enemy is in the house that you live in. And the reason God came to divide each and every single individual, because he wants you to find out for yourself who you are and stop blaming each other. We want to blame each other for why we are the way we are. No, God created you to be who you are. So you need to look into yourself and ask God questions and stop listening to people and go find information out for yourself. And that's what we do. But before I go on that topic, I got to break the rest down. That was the Old and the New Testament, those scriptures. Isaiah 45:7 is the Old. Matthew 10:34-6 is the New. Now, I'm going to bring y'all to Hebrews towards the end of the Bible, okay? God is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Hear me again. God is the same today, yesterday, and forever. So whatever's going on in this earth, I don't care if you're white, black, Puerto Rican, Asian, Jew, Muslim, Christian, Democrat, Republican, we fighting for no reason. We want to sound like we smart and like we got it all figured out. Oh, and we think we fighting for this. You're not fighting for nothing. You're not changing nothing. You're not changing nothing. God is in control. We think we got control. It's hard to believe that you don't have control. Every word that spoke into this earth, you have to break the words down. Gospel, the Bible that y'all call the gospel, it spells go spell. Go into the earth and read what I'm spelling out to y'all right now. The word religion. The reason I don't go to church or I don't believe in religion or I don't say I have a religion is this. When Jesus Christ went to the tomb to heal the guy who had an enemy, evil spirit on him, he said, "What is your name, sir?" He said, my name is Legion, for we are many. Now you take the word religion, R-E-L-I-G-I-O-N, religion. It's spelled legion. Flip the word around. It's spelled legion. Look at the word, the Legion of Doom. We got all these religions. We got the Democrats. We got the Republicans. We got the blacks. We got the whites. We got the Puerto Ricans. We got the Hispanics. We got all this stuff. We got all our religions. We got the Muslims. We got the Christians. We got the Buddhists, the Scientology people right now. Everybody got their religion. Everybody got their groups. You feel me? And it's only one God. That's why I don't have a religion, because I'm not in the group with everybody else. The road to heaven is narrow. When God parted the Red Sea, our heart is as deep as the ocean. Our heart is so filled with evil and vitriol and hate for ourselves. Because if I hate myself and I hate the next man, if I hate him, I have to hate myself. Because this person has every single thing in them that I have inside of me. So there's no way I can love myself or hate somebody else and still love myself, because I can't. What's in another man is in you. The things, everybody on this earth has been oppressed. There's nobody on earth that have not been oppressed. Every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess. It's people on earth who don't believe in God right now until they get on their deathbed. And the first thing they do is, can I see a priest? Why? You spent your whole life not believing in God. But you get on your deathbed, you want to see a priest? I thought there was no God. There is a God, because you know there's a God, because how is the things happening on earth that we have no control? Show me where you got control. Show me where you had a choice. You didn't pick your birth date. You didn't pick your death date. Because if it was up to us, we wouldn't lose no relatives. We wouldn't lose no family members. We wouldn't lose no best friends. We wouldn't lose no boyfriends. We wouldn't lose no girl things. We'll have everything lined up the way we want it. It wouldn't be no diseases. So if we got control, I want everybody to go out here, put our brains together, and let's stop the coronavirus. Let's stop racism. You can't. You got no control. I'm sorry. You wake up every morning, we want to think we more than what we are. And it's hard to believe that your life has been written out. It's been mapped out already. You're not even living right now. You're not even living. This life has been lived for you a long time ago. God said, I will go before you and fight your battles. I will go before you and fight your battles. When God parted the Red Sea, everybody picturing, oh, they walking through the Red Sea. The sea of your heart. The sea of your heart is split open in half. And you got to walk through the middle of that, y'all. You have to learn to walk through the middle of that. You got right, you got left. And you got thousands and millions of bloodthirsty, sucking vampires trying to pull you. That's why they call it straddling the fence. They don't want you on the fence. They don't want you on the fence. They want you to pick a side. The road to heaven is narrow, right in the middle where God is, and it's lonely in the middle. It's lonely in the middle. But we all trying to look for validation from either the right or for the left. And we got jokers pulling at us. pulling at us, grabbing at us. Stay in the middle, people. Stay in the middle. You have to stay in the middle or you will die. You will be sucked up and engulfed by other people's thoughts of what you should have. In the middle, you have your own thoughts. You have your own ways. You walk the path that God has given you. If you veer to the right or left, you will die. Not physically, but spiritually and mentally, you're going to die. Because you got people telling you what to think. And if you think opposite of them, guess what? You a hater. You a Uncle Tom. You a racist. You a coon. You all these things if you don't agree with what everybody else think. Stay in the middle. I don't care if you white, black, speak your mind, and whatever you stop apologizing for what you think. If I oppress you, you can oppress me. If I take away your right to speak, I have no rights. Your rights are my rights. Your ways are your way, my ways. The way I think is different than the way you think. God gave us all different mindsets to be able to think the way we want to think. Ask God questions, y'all. Ask God. Yeah, you're not going to hear him. Everybody expect, oh, how can I talk to God? He ain't do the things that he ain't answering me. Because you're not listening. You ask God for something and then guess what? Boom. You expect it. Lord, this is where you should go. It's not going to happen like that. It's not going to happen like that. Trust me and believe me, it's not going to happen like that. You ask a question in your head and you don't tell nobody. This is how you ask God stuff. Ask a question in yourself, in your mind. Get by yourself and say, God, what does this mean? Why is the earth like this? What's going on? And then leave it alone. And then go on about your everyday life. It might happen 2 years from now. A person on the side of the street might say something to you. But you're going to know it's God because you're the only person that asked that question. And they're going to tell you. Or God will come to you, he's going to show you. But you have to see what God's doing. We're not fighting over equality. Who wants to be equal? I don't care if you white, black, everybody say you want to be. Nobody want to be equal. I played football. I played sports my whole life. Who want a tie? So anybody say they want to be equal, they're lying. They're lying. Don't nobody want to be equal. We want to dominate. People want to dominate each other. You play a video game, you ain't playing the tie, you're trying to win. So there's never been equality on this earth, and there never will be equality on this earth. Nobody's the same size. I'm 5'8". This Joker 6'5". You think I don't want to be tall so I can be able to dunk a basketball? No. So I have an inequality that somebody else have above me. Some people can speak different languages. I can't. I only know English. There's never going to be equalness on this earth. God has made it like that. He has formed people to be able to do different things that you can't do. And God has given you gifts that you can do that somebody else cannot do. God has rules and laws on every single individual on this earth. We think because God tells us something or we read it in the Bible that God is talking about everybody. In the Bible, God was talking about the children of Israel. You can look at your world. That's how you don't have to read the Bible. Look at the world. The world is spelled out for you, but you have to listen. There's rules in different states. There's rules in different countries, okay? But you're still serving the same God. It's called one nation under God. People say one nation under God and think, oh, just America. No, it's only one nation under God. Listen to that word, one nation under God. Under God, that means we are under. God is the King of kings, the Lord of lords, y'all. King of kings, Lord of lords. And whoever our president is, God is the king over that president. And whoever the president is in another nation, God is the king over that president. He's the King of kings and Lord of lords. And whoever is appointed to be our next president, whoever is appointed to be the president of any other country, they are appointed by God. Simple as that. You can go read your Bible and look it up where God been bombing nations. Rome, people forget Rome. God will destroy nations. He's been doing it. It's part of the life. It's part of the divine divinity of God. And what we think is good is not good all the time. And what we think is bad is not bad all the time. But you got to have both. You can't live on this earth if you don't have both sides of the story. You got to have good and you got to have evil. They entangled together, man. And the road to heaven is narrow. And I want y'all to stay in the middle. Thank y'all.